Hi guys, charity shop gold or garbage. Haven't seen any radio controlled cars in charity shops for quite a while, or at least certainly none worth buying. Well, you can debate as to whether this one was worth buying or not. Main thing for me was it came with the controller. They're usually missing. It's obviously seen better days, held together with sticky tape. Price label was good, £1.99. You can probably see it's a New Bright Blaze Runner Turbo Dragons. Yeah, okay. One of my YouTube friends has actually been looking for some nice body shells to put onto his hobby grade radio control stuff. And this might be just the sort of thing he'd like, although at the moment he's looking for a 1/24 scale, and this one's bigger than that, isn't it? That's about, is that 12th scale, something like that, just guessing. It is one of those New Brights with the ridiculously tiny motor in the back. I mean, that's one of those little really cheap motors, so this isn't going to be a real off-roader, is it? Unless it's a particularly good motor, I suppose. But I'm not holding my breath for that. .40 megahertz. What have they done there? Yeah, I have to do a bit of work there to sort that out. And put some batteries in it. So I'll get some batteries and we'll see if it works. Right. Sounds like it's just about to start raining, that noise you can hear in the background. Okay, to be fair, I haven't put absolutely fresh batteries in there, but I did notice it takes 5 AA's, so 5 times 1.5, 7.5 volts, which means we could easily do a straight replacement with a 2S LiPo. But you will see it doesn't exactly wheel spin away. Yeah, that's it. Pretty gentle. In fact, that steering's pretty non-existent. Oh, that's picking up now. I say, to be fair, I probably should have put absolutely fresh batteries in it. Yeah, I think that's what the problem is there. That is struggling. But I might do a little mod there, so we can stick a 2S LiPo in there, just for a little bit more fun. One thing about these New Brights, they're modular. This area here, if we undo that screw, we can lift it out. It's got the receiver on it and the battery pack, and then you've got a couple of plug-ended leads coming from the motor at the back and the steering motor at the front that plug into it. So if I want to modify this to put a LiPo connector on it, I should be able to just unscrew this, lift it out. So that's your connector for the drive motor, and that's your connector on there for the steering motor. get my finger underneath it. Let's release it. Come on. There we go. So that's our receiver and battery box. So if I just solder, well actually we can go a stage further I suppose, just so you can see the receiver. There we go. So that's our receiver. Just there is the wire that goes directly to the positive terminal there. And over here, where's the negative? There's the negative one. So that's your negative feed. So if I just solder a JST connector onto here, we can plug a LiPo battery in. So that's what I'll do. So red lead on that side, positive to the JST connector, black lead, negative, and this little one will fit in the existing battery box. I've trimmed out the ribs that were in the middle there to hold the batteries in place, but I haven't completely cleaned it out, so we can still use it with ordinary AA batteries. I can stick that one in there now. It will still be operated by the on-off switch. So that ought to all tuck inside, and we can still get the cover back on, I think. So I'll put that back together. Let's see if it makes any difference having a 2S LiPo. Because knowing that motor can take a 7.5 volts anyway, that does mean we could put an ordinary hobby grade receiver and an ESC in there and it should work. Because we'd need to, well, we could put an ESC to control the front motor as well, the steering motor. That does work. I've done that on a few of my conversions, just a very simple conversion. Or we could just stick a servo in there to do the steering properly. But we'll do this first. So I need to get this back in place. That one is that the right way round. Yeah, that'll be the steering motor. I might have to do this off screen because I'm a little bit pushed for space. Yeah, I'll do it off screen. Right, all nicely tucked in place. A little bit faster. I wouldn't call it a racing car. Move the camera around a little bit. Suppose I should put fresh batteries in there as well. We seem to be a bit down on range, to be honest. But it works. So £1.99, New Bright, what was it again? Blaze Runner with a tiny little motor, 40 megahertz, came with the controller, so yeah, not too bad, but really toy grade, not even upmarket toy grade. Probably in the same sort of realm as that big yellow, whatever it is I've got. Chevrolet, was it? Oh, I can't remember. Got a great big yellow car that crawls along at the same speed. Still, that one's now got a 2S LiPo in it. Just a little follow on. For fun, I tried it on a 3S LiPo, and straight away there was a little pop inside, and we've obviously burnt out one of the transistors. So putting a 3S in it wasn't a good idea. On the other hand, that does mean that we'll swap that out for hobby grade at some time. That can go on my little project list. Thanks for watching. If you like that, then you might like this. And if you like this and that, you might like to subscribe over there.